Alright, this is how you can end on like Lacrima and Caesar and Desi and all that crap. With basically just like if you open both halves of your engine. This could be a Dragonling, this could be like I opened a starting hand to simulate this combo, but this hand is kind of cracked. But we can just treat these three cards as blanks mostly. But anyway, it's fine. We'll go ahead and go, we'll go Engraver, send that boy to the graveyard to grab ourselves a Tract for the Larry, put him over there, put him over here, and then we're going to go ahead and send that Larry to the graveyard for a Requiem. We'll go and use Requiem's Effectium to summon from our Dequium a Lacrima, and we'll Lacrima to dump Monsieur Fiendsmith. Now we can go ahead and protect ourselves from Nibiru here by equipping the Lacrima. Go ahead and put these two away for a Necroquick Princess. If you have a Solar Recharge in your hand, or like if you start with Tract instead of Fiendsmith, you can get an extra draw here. But we're not doing that, so that's fine. Really, any of the light fiends that isn't a Fiendsmith can go for the other Fiendsmith, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll put this Larry back away. We'll put him away. He's gone now. Goodbye. Goodbye, Larry. Goodbye, Larry. Overlay these two for Mr. So you can wave high to King Caesar. That's a pretty cool guy. But anyway, now we have to do some other crap. So, Treasure Light Brigade. Now, all you really need off of charge is just a single name milled. So, there we go. You're pretty likely to get a single name mill, but even then, you can just do other stuff with it if you don't mill a single name. Like, for example, if this hand had Wolf in it, you could do that. Again, a bunch of different possibilities you can have here. But anyway, thankfully that's a light fiend, so we can make use of that later. Again, the random mills will help your combo, which is why I think you should be random milling quite a bit. But anyway, we have Dragonling, so we're going to plop that boy down. Grab ourselves a... there we go. Summon out Feliz Navidad. And I mean, you know what these two make. Athenian. We'll go Athenian Chainlink 1, Dragonlink Chainlink 2 to chain block it against things like Ash Blossom. Although, if they had Ash Blossom, they definitely would have used it by now. But even still, just chain blocking it in general is just a good practice. Oh my goodness. Nope, not here. There you are. There's my baby boy. And of course, with Athenian, we can go ahead and do some other milling. So we're just going to go ahead and get some other milling in. We're going to be milling a copy of Shaman and Weiss. And we will Weiss and bring back Shaman. From here, we will be doing some more random milling. So we'll just go ahead and cut the deck real quick. We will go Athenian, banish 1. Why are you guys in the banish zone? Anyway. We will Athenian, banish 1. We're going to banish the Weiss here. Although you can banish another name if that's okay with you. But we don't really need anything else other than the 1. Because we're playing JD, we only want to banish the 1 anyway. So we'll banish 1. Mill 1. That's very funny. Do I count this? Might as well. This will trigger the Lumina to mill 3 more cards as well. Stupid. That actually fucks up the combo. No, it really doesn't. It doesn't really. Because we are playing monsters that can help us clear board states like this. We can go ahead and... Well, actually, no. We can just overlay these two into Exalted. That's fine. Exalted effect. Detach a Felis. We can go ahead and mill 3 more. Excellent. But yeah, it's at this point where you can go ahead and use Shaman effect. Banish any name from your graveyard. Yeah, this is where we get back to our normal feature presentation of summoning Weiss. And then we'll go ahead and put these two together. Make a sequence, and then we can use the sequence effect. We can go ahead and use sequence's effect to put back 3 light fiends. So we'll go ahead and grab that right now. We'll grab an Engraver. We'll grab a Weiss and well, crud, man, we've milled a lot of Engravers. We'll put back a Lurie, why not? Now, if we milled like a Buyo or a Mutiny in the Sky, we could also end on the Levy Lazable multiple steals as well. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and put these 3 back to summon... wait, no. Whoops. I forgot I prepared the extra deck for this. We'll make a Desi. And then we will Desi with the sequence for a Ognum Day with one of your Lightsworns. Probably this one, not gonna lie, because this one has a floating effect. For a bow. And if you'll notice, we have the Lacrima plus Ognum Day Engrave. We have the Wave Hiking Caesar. We have the A-Bow. We have 3 other cards in hand. JD in hand for next turn. The only real thing that I don't like about this is that, like, you could probably, like, if you milled like a Raiden or something else, like a second Lumina, you could use A-Bow to bring back another Lumina to mill even more, and that would probably be better. Like, I feel like you could also afford to mill way more off of Athenian, but for strictly like a 2-card combo, you mill just the 1. But yeah, like, you can also bring back anything you want with A-Bow. Like, if you want to bring back Ognum Day for Desi this turn, you can. It's just, I don't feel like that's the most efficient thing you can do with your time. But yeah, no, like, if you mill other things, you can do other things, but that's just going to be true regardless. Yeah, that's the combo. You end on this, and then during your opponent's draw phase, you bring back Desi from the grave, and yeah, I mean, this is 2 cards, 3 other cards in hand. I mean, you also have a droplet here. It's not bad. Also have this. If your opponent destroys this, they have to take a chance on that. So yeah, that's like a bare minimum kind of thing you can do, where you end on A-Bow, Desi, Caesar, and then you still have multiple cards in hand.